Human, exhausted already? My alien wife just started number 6. Torin woke up feeling like a small star had exploded inside his chest. Every muscle ached. His head felt heavier than a gravestone. He rolled over and tried to stretch, only to remember he had survived 5 of his alien wife's little challenges yesterday. Each one had drained him, pushed him, and sometimes terrified him. And now, he was staring straight into the gleaming, impossible eyes of Lyra. Lyra, his alien wife, hovered in front of him, glowing faintly under the room's strange purple light. Her eyes sparkled like twin galaxies, mischievous and sharp. She smiled a smile that humans might call dangerous if they knew how much trouble it meant. Number 6, my human, she said softly, almost singing. Are you ready? Torin groaned. I don't know if I can even stand. Lyra floated closer, her translucent fingers trailing through the air, making small sparks of alien energy that hummed like bees. You don't have to want to. You just have to try. Torin sat up, rubbing his face. He glanced around their chamber. Strange machines hummed. Floating orbs moved slowly, almost lazily, around the walls. A faint mist covered the floor. Everything in this place had been designed to push him beyond what he thought possible. And Lyra. Lyra was the mastermind behind it all. The first 5 challenges had been brutal. One had him dodging energy blasts while walking on a wall that twisted like liquid. Another had him solving a puzzle that changed shape every few seconds, with the penalty of a small electric shock for each mistake. By the 5th, he had barely escaped a room that seemed to close in, shrinking like a collapsing star. And now, number 6. He groaned again. I don't even want to know what number 6 is. Lyra's laugh was soft but thrilling. Ah, but that is the beauty of it, human. You don't know. You never know. And yet, you always try. Torin clenched his fists. He had promised himself that he would survive this alien trial game, even if it killed him or at least exhausted him beyond reason. His wife floated to the center of the room, and the air shimmered. A strange portal opened, glowing with colors he couldn't name. This is number 6, Lyra said. And it's different. Torin's stomach dropped. Different could mean anything. And on this planet, anything usually meant pain, confusion, or both. The portal hummed, and Torin took a deep breath. He stepped forward, feeling the ground ripple beneath his feet. Instantly, he was no longer in the purple-lit chamber. He was on a narrow bridge stretching across a massive chasm. Below him, swirling energy roared like 1,000 waterfalls. The bridge was thin and wobbling, made of light that pulsed under his weight. Not again, Torin muttered. He inched forward carefully. Steady, human, Lyra's voice echoed from everywhere and nowhere. Observe. Think. Survive. Suddenly, the bridge flickered. Sections vanished and reappeared randomly. Torin jumped from one solid segment to the next, his heart hammering. He almost slipped once, twice, but his human instincts kept him moving. He glanced to the edge and saw Lyra, standing calmly on a floating platform, smiling. You are improving, she said. Torin didn't feel improved. He felt like he might vomit. His lungs burned. His muscles screamed. But somehow, he kept moving forward, driven by stubbornness and fear. Halfway across, the bridge shifted again, this time rising into a vertical wall. Torin had to run upward, clinging to light beams that seemed alive, twisting and spinning. His hands slipped. A wave of panic hit him, but he caught a beam just in time. He looked down. The chasm had turned into a vortex of fire and water, impossible physics twisting reality like melted glass. This is insane, he whispered. It's number 6, Lyra said, her voice closer now. The challenge is not only to survive, it's to understand me. Torin blinked. Understand you? What does that mean? You think these are random trials, human? Lyra's voice hummed. No! Each trial is a test. Not just of your body, but of your mind, your courage, your heart. Do you trust me enough to continue? Torin froze. The energy beams beneath him glowed brighter, threatening to disappear if he moved too slowly. He swallowed hard. Trust. That was easy to say. Difficult to feel when every step might kill him. He pushed forward. The bridge twisted into a spiral staircase that floated in midair. Strange creatures appeared, half shadows, half reflections, mocking his every step. He dodged, jumped, and spun, barely keeping his balance. Lyra floated alongside him now, her presence both comforting and terrifying. You are stronger than I expected, she said. But you will need more than strength. You will need understanding. Torin didn't understand. He just ran. He leaped across the last gap and landed on a solid platform. Below him, the chasm disappeared. They were back in the chamber, his muscles trembling, sweat glistening, heart hammering. Lyra smiled, her glow softening. Number 6 is complete. But there is something more. Something you must learn. Torin collapsed on the floor, gasping. I survived? Yes, Lyra said, landing gracefully beside him. But surviving is not enough. Each challenge is a lesson. Each number tests your limits, your patience, your ability to see the world as I do. Torin blinked. His mind spun. He had thought number 6 was just a crazy obstacle course. But Lyra's words, they hinted at something deeper, something he didn't yet understand. What does that mean? He asked weakly. That you are ready for what comes next, she said softly. Number 7 waits. And it will not be like any other. Torin groaned. Number 7? Already? Lyra laughed, a sound that made the walls shimmer. Yes, human. Rest if you must. But remember, the universe does not wait. And neither do I. Torin lay back, staring at the ceiling, exhausted beyond measure. But even as he closed his eyes, he felt a spark of determination. Lyra's challenges were brutal, yes, but they were teaching him something. Something important. And he would survive. Somehow. Somewhere deep down, he knew this was only the beginning. The alien's laughter echoed softly around the chamber. And Torin, trembling and exhausted, realized he was strangely excited. Excited for the next challenge.